Hello, y'all on YouTube. This is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special review impressions of a knife that was given to the channel by Ferramonster. This is the Aurora Rays. Let's take a look at this little guy. All right, today I'm looking at the Ferramonster Aurora Rays, a cool little knife that they sent to me. I reached out to him and said, hey, this knife looks really cool. A lot of people have been talking about it. Is there any chance I could maybe, borrow one just to look at and just to check out? And they said, yeah, we can send you one. And so they sent me one. So I will let you know I was given this knife for free, but there's no strings attached. I could say what I want about the knife. And these are my honest thoughts. I do not, if I felt like I had to compromise myself, I would have shipped it back, right? I would just take it, send it back. And then I would have just spoken my mind if anybody ever asked me. But no, they sent it to me and allowed me to speak my mind on this thing. And I was very pleasantly surprised. So what I understand is that Ferramonster has been around for about 25 years. They've been an OEM, an overflow OEM for a lot of other knife makers that have been into making knives. But these are some of the first. They have like 2 or 3 designs out there, maybe 4, I think now, designs. This is one that really appealed to me, and they were willing to send it to me, and especially this plain titanium one, which I really like. And so I did, and they did, and I was very, very surprised. So Ferramonster, the name of the knife is the Aurora Rays. The manufacturer is Ferramonster. They manufacture this knife themselves. I can tell it doesn't have any feel of a Marie out of Bestech, a Kubi, Kaiser, a Vostede, or some of the other places. This is very unique to them. So it definitely feels, genuinely something unique for them. The designer, it's an in-house design. That's what I'm going to go with. I don't know exactly who designed it and how that works for them, but I'm going to call it an in-house design, something they designed. So what are the materials? This is titanium scales. We've got screws in here, titanium clip. There is some weight relief in the scales. It is a frame lock. You can see there's some milling and some very nice texturing. There is a lanyard hole back here, but it's rounded with chamfered, which is very welcomed. The blade seal is M390. You can see right there. It does have a flipper on there. It's sort of a harpoon right here, sort of a harpoon spear point. That was like a harpoon spear drop. What do we want to call it? I don't know, but it's a modified blade. You can see it's hand satin finish on the blade, which is really nice, really, really nice. Nice touch, nice touch. It does, the scales are chamfered really nicely all the way around. And even the texture is really comfortable, and it's nice angle going in and out of the pocket. I did mention my one gripe in my unboxing was the clip is just a little thin. You go into really thick pockets, it is going to push on this and get might even bend it out at some point if you have really thick pockets, you're trying to carry this knife with them, right? This is not super sharp over here. Could it be softer? Absolutely could be softer, but it's not crazy aggressive sharp where I feel like I'm going to just shred my entire nail off. No, so it's nice. It is a captive pivot. I did like that a lot. There is a cutaway to the lock bar, and the lock bar is relatively thin, which is nice. So easy access to get to it. It does clear and drop really nicely. There is a detent, right? And you clear that detent about right there, right? So if I drop just a little bit more, which works well for me for my thumb, and I drop it like that, it works beautifully. Really does. Works really, really nice. Going in and out of the pocket. So the action is beautiful. And there you go. I did put Skiff Caged Bearings in there, which made a big difference. I mean, is it necessary? No, but I did tune it a little bit. It was kind of crisp. So some people who like really, really crisp detents, you're going to like it right out of the box. I didn't care for that because I wanted to have this, and I also wanted to be able to do the middle finger reverse flick, which I enjoy. I know I had unboxing, somebody was very keen on telling me how, why are you doing that? Why are you trying to reverse flick the knife? Because I enjoy it. I like doing it. That's why. If you're not a fan of it, I get it. Don't do it. But I do. I like having multiple deployment methods. And for me, it's really nice and it works well. All right. So those are my means of opening. Oh, the flipper. Look at this jimping. The jimping is ridiculously perfect going around it. I love that. That's awesome. If you're going to do jimping, that's how you do it. That's how you do it, guys, right there. I've seen more and more people really getting that down. Even on the high-end knives, sometimes it really bugs me. I have some really nice high-end knives, and I slip because it doesn't have adequate jimping. And this is nice. And this works like this with the push button, works really great. And then light switch works really great. I love that. So, and it works same way, both left and right-handed, right? Really, really well. And then the light switch, really nice. So I enjoy that. The texturing, the milling on here is phenomenal. The clip is nice. It's not sharp, it's rounded, so that is good. And I love the shape. This works well with this. You can see I've been carrying this. So they wanted me to carry this. I was going to offer this up as a giveaway, but they said they were going to do a giveaway. I don't know what that means, but there we go. But I really, really, really like this. So I'm assuming, I guess I'm just assuming this is going to be a giveaway at some point. I like this knife. I like it a lot. And if there was going to be a knife like this that I would carry, this would be it. This is really, really a great design. It's the most aesthetically pleasing to me. And when I got to choose a knife, this is what I chose. I saw the other ones, and you know, I've been doing a lot of grill acquisition lately, so I haven't really had the budget to go buy these other ones unless I sell something or trade something or just get something for free. So, and I still got to keep my inventory up for the giveaway. So, you know, that's the dilemma, the quagmire I'm in. So I was very grateful when they allowed me to check this out. Really, really wonderful. Okay. What else? The blade, like I said, super sharp. I think I reprofiled the edge. It was not bad, but it definitely needed a little fresh edge. And once I did that, it was really nice. Took the edge really nicely, and it's been pretty fantastic since then. No knife is perfect. Hey, you know, if you think I'm complaining about the Ferramonster, I had a Craig Brown knife, my most expensive knife in my collection. I had to reprofile the edge on that, and that came directly from Craig Brown, right? He had double-edged one of the edges, which is surprising. You'd never hear that. But it can happen even to the best of them. You know, no one's perfect. No one's 100%. You know, you strive for it, but no one is. And if you are, then, you know, you're probably walking on water and you've already saved the world and humanity for all eternity. But I don't think that's Craig, and I don't think that's Ferramonster, right? We're all normal human people. So there you go. I like it. I like it. I like that a lot. The Loctite, the blade, how it opens and closes. Yeah, all that stuff. All right, let's do some measurements on this knife. It is really cool. I'm going to say about 4 ounces. I don't know. 3.9 ounces. 3.9 ounces. Not bad. Not bad. 3.9 ounces. It doesn't feel that because when you hold it, let's see, where's the center? It's right there, which is about where I grip it. So it feels pretty balanced. I like that. All right. What is the overall measure in this? I think it's about 8 inches. I'm not sure. I think it's right a little over. Yeah. 8 and 1/8 of an inch if you go right there. So 8 and 1/8 of an inch, and the grip area is just over 4 and 1/16 of an inch, right? So 4 and 1/16 of an inch for grip, which is nice for my big meaty hands and large hands with big meaty fingers. So I can get a double extra large hands with big meaty fingers. If you choke up pretty good, you can probably get a triple extra large hands with big meaty fingers. So just keep that in mind. Overall blade length on this knife, we are looking at just under 3.5 inches. Cutting length is just under 3.5 inches as well. So, you know, keep that in mind. It's not a super thin knife or super short knife. So if you're in a place where you have, you know, restrictions, just remember that. All right, let's measure the blade stock thickness. What do we got on here? 125 thousandths of an inch. So it's not bad. It's pretty average, which is not super thin, but not super thick. So it's going to be a nice slicer, you know. Oops. Oh, let me get in there. Why am I? There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to move quickly with my hand here. So it does come to a nice thin edge. It's beautiful. Like I said, this is a hand satin finish over here. A little belt satin finish on top here. I like that. Nice, the harpoon and everything. So it'll work well. It'll be useful. Can you choke up here? Probably, but I wouldn't do it. It's just asking for trouble, right? I think your best bet is to choke up this way, right? I can choke up this way. That'll be best. We can really get in there nice and tight. You could do that, but, you know, there you go. Take that with a grain of salt. All right, so what's a category on this knife? Is it a budget? No, it's not under $100. Is it a regular knife between $100 and $300? Yes, it is, absolutely. This knife normally is around $275, $285, I think, but you can get they usually on sale on their site, and I have a link down below my description. Plus, there's a discount code RNK10. You get 10% off if you want to use it for this knife or any of the other knives. I'll give you a hint. I really like this knife, and I don't think you'll be disappointed if you are okay with the aesthetic. If you're okay with a flipper mainly kind of type of knife with frame lock. Some people, they love this, but some people are like, it's only a flipper. Yeah, you know, that is true. So that's up to you, right? But definitely it is a regular knife in that category. What's the purpose? EDC, hard use, collection piece. It could be a collection piece. Anything can be a collection piece, at least I think above, you know, a budget line. Super budget, absolutely 100%. A budget line, yes. So this is definitely going to be, it could be a collection piece, but every knife I collect, I carry. And so could you do hard use EDC with it? Yes, you could. as much hard use as you can do with a frame lock. Just keep that in mind. Have the right tool for the right job. And a lot of times people need a fixed blade or an axe, and that's what they should be using. But if you're in a pinch and a pickle and this is going to save your life, then I think it can do the job. It feels solid. It does. Everything I've done with it and carried it and enjoyed it, it feels very solid. So I'm very excited about this knife. I think it's really outstanding. I don't think you'd be disappointed if the aesthetics appeal to you. That's the first thing. I'm always going to tell you the aesthetics, because ultimately you got to like the way a knife looks. You're not going to want to carry it. You're just not. And then keep the things in mind that I note. If you happen to have similar ergonomics as my hands, then it helps you. If not, they can also help you by deciding that what I don't like, you might like. That's okay. All right. So definitely hard use, relatively speaking, to what it is. Ergos and feel. How does the overall design? The handles, opening and closing, the textures, the gripping, everything is really nice. It does a lot of little details. Like there's no sharp edge right there, which is really surprising. This is definitely milled, but it's not super crazy sharp like it could be. It's not scraping off my nails like that. This is beautifully jimped all the way around. I love that. There's no jimping up here, but it's pretty flat. You got a pretty good grip on here. It is nice chamfering all the way around the clip. No hot spots, just really, really, really comfortable. And I think that's a win-win situation. Very, very happy about that. Opening and closing is fantastic. The flipper is as best you can. You can do the full light switch. You can do the push button. Push button works really well, really solidly, both of them. I like that a lot. And then you have the middle finger reverse flick, which works well if you keep your fingers in the right spot, right? So there you go. That can work really, really, really well as well. So I'm just pinching my finger. And then over here, let me see here. Let me get there. I can do it as well. Middle finger reverse flick, but the flipping works really solidly as well there. Really, really like that. I think it's solid. So overall feel is nice. The action when it drops is really great. And if you remember I said the D10, you clear it, you're right there, you're perfectly fine. It's kind of like a drop shut. I didn't loosen it. You could probably loosen it some more if you wanted to have the control drop shut. That is certainly up to you, but it's really good. It's really solid. I like it. I like it a lot. So what's the fidget factor scale? What would I think this is? The flipper works really well. Flipper is outstanding. Beautiful leverage, push button, light switch, man. Dude, I've had a couple of knives that have got great flippers lately, and it really, really makes me appreciate how a good flipper works and how you can really enjoy a good flipper. And it can also make me appreciate how a bad flipper can ruin a knife and really disappoint you, right? And when you get a good flipper and it works well, it's like, yeah, this is what it should be. And they do this really, really well. So I like that. And then the fact that I can middle finger reverse bonus flick, I love that too. You know me, if I can have an extra reverse flick, I'm going to go for it. And I like that. And it works well left-handed, right? Works really well left-handed. So I like that. So because of that, I think I'm going to give this a 4. This is going to get a solid 4. Probably should be a 3, but I'm going to give it a solid 4. Again, they execute it really, really well. So fidget factor, I mean, that's really good considering you have all these alternative ways of deploying it. So, but out of a 4, what's the percentage? Is it an A? Is it a B? Is it a C? How well did they do? I think this is 100. I really do. This is 100. The lock bar axis, everything is comfortable, easy to clear, easy to flip, works really well. Push button. I can do light switch, right? I have the middle finger reverse flick that if I can get my finger in there. Sorry. Okay, come on. There we go. Middle finger reverse flick. It does work. It's a bonus flick. So to me, it's like it's not the main primary thing. And it's always nice just to have once in a while when you want to be different. So I like that, for me personally. But as far as the main flipping is outstanding. I really, really, really dig that. So I'm going to give it 100. So it's really good, really good. So, I mean, probably not rocket science here to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to recommend this knife. Absolutely 100%. I think it's a great value. I think it's a contention right now for all that you get. I mean, this really puts the bar up there. This is up there in that Kunwu area where you start really providing great quality stuff, right? Kunwu's up there. I mean, we would be way more expensive, but this is definitely up there with some of the great quality stuff. Now, we put secret sauce on their knives, right? They have their own thing. Ferramonster's putting their secret design sauce or something on here. It's just really good. I haven't checked any of the other knives. I can only speak for this one. I like it. I like it. I'm going to recommend it. I think it's great. I really do. I really do think it's great. I think you might too. So take that with a grain of salt. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If you already have one, what do you think about it? If you were thinking of getting one, let me know. Let me know how you like it. I would love to hear from you about that. All right, so let's take a look at this. Let's zoom in a little bit so we can take a nice look. So there's that beautiful hand satin finish. It does look really nice, doesn't it? Nice a swedge on top right there with almost a little harpoon right there. Beautiful milling with the captive pivot there. Very minimalistic etched in there. I like that a lot. Love the design. Some people said it reminds them of like a Grimsmo Rask with the milling texture, but it's not. It's very different. Just because you see a particular pattern doesn't mean it's the same. It's, you know, come on. I think it's nice. I think it's beautiful. I think they did a good job on both sides over here. And here's the clip. You can see that. Nice going in. It is thin. I mean, it's not a lot of room there to clear, so you just got to keep that in mind. The tip is nice and rounded. It's not sharp, but it doesn't have a whole lot of flexibility. It does go in and out of the pocket, but, you know, it's tight. I mean, if I have a big qualm, that would be the clip probably. Here's the back side of the blade right there. A beautiful finish you can see. Really nice. And there's the screw, the steel bar lock, the liner lock, the lock for the frame lock, blah, the frame lock with the steel bar insert or travel stop. Works really well. Like that. The action, look at that. Just really nice. The flip is just solid. So yeah, I'm digging this. I'm digging this. So let's do a little thumbnail shot here. See what you think. I think it's pretty cool. I think you would be very happy with this type of knife. I think you would enjoy this. I am. Yeah, so I definitely recommend it. I think it's a nice shot. It's a nice knife. I don't think you'd be unhappy if you like the aesthetics and they really appeal to you. This is definitely cool. It is. I dig it. It's kind of up my alley, right? So I'm super excited. Thank you to Ferramonster for allowing me to check this out, to review this honestly, to speak my mind about it. You know, I would say, you know, the clip is really my biggest gripe point. Even their lanyard loop. I'm not a fan of lanyard loop. I could do without them. But if you're going to do a lanyard loop, it's chamfered nicely. I wish Giant Mouse would learn, because if Giant Mouse could do a lanyard loop like this, I would be owning more Giant Mouse knives. They're just, their lanyard loops are obnoxious. They dig into my hand and get a little bruise, get a little blister after a while if I fidget with the knife a long time. They're just obnoxious. And so this is not. This is really how well done, just really well done. Yeah, that's my thoughts on there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Love to hear your comments. Let me know in the comments down below. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you also please consider hitting the subscribe button down below? Subscribing and liking the channel really helps out. It allows me to do more things, produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who enjoys the content, who comments, who's part of the live stream, who's part of the community. Thank you so much to you guys. I do appreciate you. And if you haven't, maybe hit the notification button down below so you can be notified of future content like this video. And a big shout out and thank you to all my channel members. I appreciate you. You guys really do allow me to do a whole lot more things than I ever thought I'd be able to do. So I am so appreciative and grateful to you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I also want you to know that I do a couple of exclusive things for the members. Just a small way for me to say thank you. One, I do a once a month members exclusive giveaway. I make sure all the members have something I hope is worthwhile. It's a little bit better than a budget banger and a little nicer. Hopefully you find that to be true, because that's what I like to do for you. So I do that. And then the other thing is I also like to give all the new channel members a channel member sticker. So if you haven't gotten a sticker yet and you're a brand new channel member, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a sticker. If you were a channel member before and became a member right now and you never got a channel member sticker, or if you've been a channel member all this time, you never asked for a channel member sticker, email me with your name and address. I'd love to mail you a sticker and say thank you personally. So thank you. Do appreciate you for that. Again, thank you to all the channel members. Like I said, you allow me to do things way sooner than I ever thought I'd be able to do. So I'm humbled. I am genuinely humbled by you guys, and I appreciate you so very much. All right. If you haven't already, maybe check me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching today. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.